Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by the New Jersey Education Association, working for great public schools for every child. Wells Fargo, New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and banking under the principle of stewardship. The law firm of Gibbons PC, Cohn Resnick, providing accounting, tax, and advisory services for more than 90 years. And by New Jersey Natural Gas, proud to support education in our communities. Promotional support provided by the Star Ledger and NJ.com, Everything Jersey. And by the New Jersey Business and Industry Association and its monthly magazine, New Jersey Business.
This is One-on-One.
When you first heard that they were doing Charlie Rose and Gayle King, didn't you go, what?
People like laughing at others, so I don't mind if the other is me.
See, you go right into the character. That's what it is.
I'm bringing families together a half an hour each week. Man, I'm doing something special.
And so I do feel successful.
Hi, I'm Steve Adubato. We are right here at NJPAC. That is the New Jersey Performing Arts Center. It is the 18th annual Spotlight Gala. This event raises millions of dollars, more money than any other event for arts education here at NJPAC. We've talked to all sorts of leaders that are so involved, that are big supporters of Newark, big supporters of NJPAC. You'll get a chance to see those folks, listen to them, and understand why they're so committed to the city of Newark, committed to NJPAC. It's an exciting night, 18 years strong. They haven't lost any of the energy or enthusiasm for NJPAC or the city of Newark. We're here with Mickey Taylor, who is the chair of tonight's very special evening. Mickey, first of all, I want to say you look beautiful tonight.
Thank you so much. I am so excited tonight that, you know, this is one of the ways that I could convey this celebration, this evening of power and purpose.
Talk to us about how challenging it is to put together the 18th annual Spotlight Gala. Just some of the details.
It is tremendous. It is tremendous. Certainly starting with the budget. You want to make the most amazing things happen. And I really have to pat myself on the back with the great gala committee who worked with me. We did. We made the amazing happen. It is going to be one enchanted evening from one room to the next. Certainly putting all the pieces in place, getting the entertainment.
Who do we have tonight?
You can expect to hear Naturally 7, the fabulous 4 freshmen, Lettucey, Jazz Great, Ann Hampton Calloway. I mean, we have an amazing lineup for you. And then there's every detail. You know, no gesture was too small on an evening like this. So from the wicked desserts and the parquet dancing that'll turn out the evening to the fabulous dinner of lobster and lamb and so forth in between, the entertainment, but more importantly, the fellowship for a purpose. We have called together 870 people tonight who care about this institution and the arts education program, and I couldn't be more thrilled.
Congratulations, Mickey.
Thank you so much.
I am here with Patrick Dunnigan, who is the managing director and the chairman of Gibbons. More importantly for tonight, he is the Vagelos awardee for the corporate commitment to the arts. Now, Roy Vagelos, a giant right here at NJPAC, the awardee for the commitment to the arts, corporate commitment to the arts. What does this mean to you? What does it mean to your law firm?
Sure. Without the primary benefactors that started this place, wouldn't be here. Newark wouldn't be the same. Newark wouldn't have developed over the last 2 decades the way it has. So Gibbons, as a resident of Newark since 1926, is privileged to support NJPAC, and I think this is a recognition of the firm's commitment to this institution, and we're really, really proud to receive this award tonight.
For those of you who may not be familiar, Roy Vagelos with Merck, one of the original founding board members, along with Ray Chambers, right? Because there's an award tonight in Ray Chambers' name as well. Roy Vagelos, again, I used the word giant before. It's not too strong a word because he was here before NJPAC was the brand that it is today. Patrick?
Yes, Mr. Vagelos, along with the founding members, including Art Ryan from Prudential, and including my partner, Mike Griffinger, who led 2 very successful campaigns during the last 2 decades to raise money for NJPAC. And we've been in since the beginning. and along with Mr. Vagelos and others, to make sure that this institution thrives and succeeds in Newark.
Let's talk about that because, you know, when you come to an event like this is the 18th annual Spotlight Gala. The Spotlight Gala raises more money for arts and arts education than any other event connected, any other fundraiser connected to NJPAC. But the firm, your firm, and the arts and Newark, lots of connections, right? Particularly the city of Newark.
Yes, the city of Newark. This is such an anchor tenant for the city. Gibbons has been here, as I said, for many, many years, and we were committed to making sure that the cultural center of Newark succeeded, because we think the work that they do in the community is really,
At NJPAC?
At NJPAC is really meaningful. For example, last April they had a screening of the movie Lincoln, and they brought in fabulous. They brought in all the kids from the city, and they were able to show that movie, and the kids gave a standing ovation at the end of the movie. It's a way for NJPAC to reach back into the community, which will help those students understand that there's something bigger than what they're living in here. And so NJPAC, through their efforts to educate that next generation, to enhance the city, it's something that's really special and something that we want to be a part of at Gibbons.
And you serve here on the board of NJPAC.
I'm privileged to be on the board of NJPAC and part of the business partners. It's something that helps our business. We can bring clients to NJPAC, and you get closer to the clients. So it's a symmetrically great thing to be involved with. Not only are you doing good while doing well, but you're enhancing your relationships with the client, you're enhancing the reputation of the firm, and you're having a good time. You know, Jerry Seinfeld comes and entertains you, or the great musicians that we're going to hear tonight. It's really just a special venue. It's our own Lincoln Center of New Jersey.
The future of the city of Newark, not just downtown, with all the challenges and problems that the city has, what do you see as the future of this great city?
Sure. Well, we've had 4 groundbreakings in the Central District in the past 2 weeks, and that's here. That's in the business section. We have residential housing coming.
How about Teachers Village?
We have Teachers Village that had the groundbreaking a couple weeks ago. We had the Science High School project last Friday.
Panasonic's not bad.
Panasonic's great. You've got the development outside of Military Park. Prudential's building a new headquarters. The future of Newark is extraordinarily bright, and it's going to grow from outside. If you had one development, that's one project. But if you have multiple projects, now you have the synergy that is going to help the entire city continue to grow and thrive, and it's going to be outstanding.
Lucia, I have to ask you, for you and all your friends at Wells Fargo, you're big supporters here at NJPAC, right?
Oh, absolutely. I serve on the board here.
Tell us why NJPAC, the 18th annual Spotlight Gala. Why is the Spotlight Gala, huge fundraiser, so important?
It's a huge fundraiser. The NJPAC is a catalyst for economic growth in the city of Newark, and the city of Newark is critical to the state of New Jersey. So I am just so passionate about supporting this institution and committed to the work that it does, not only in arts and education, but also economic development here in Newark.
For those who don't really know or appreciate the role of NJPAC as an economic engine, not just an arts engine, but as an economic engine here in the city, tell folks why it's so important.
We've been able to attract, look at Panasonic that's built its building across the street, or all of the development that's occurred here. NJPAC was here before the Great Rock, you know, the Prudential put their name on that building, but NJPAC started all of that. And we're also looking to do development across the street and build a great tower to bring people living downtown here in Newark to help revitalize it as well. So it's been a true economic engine for downtown Newark.
Bright future for the city?
Tremendous future for this city.
Linda, I have to ask you, you've been to a few of these events, and you go to a lot of galas, a lot of events, but this 18th annual Spotlight Gala at NJPAC is really special. Why?
Well, first of all, this is our premier cultural center in New Jersey, and I do go to a lot of events. They're all wonderful, but there's something so special about this. Coming to this place, I've been to this center so many times, and every single time I get a chill. It is just exquisite, and to be here and celebrate the fact that we've been here in Newark for 18 years, this is just fabulous, Steve. So for me, in New Jersey, to have a place where people can gather and experience cultural events, entertainment, and not have to go across the river to New York, that's pretty terrific.
And some people have been talking about the business roundtable, and not a lot of folks, because they know about the events, they know a little bit about the arts education programming, but talk about that initiative.
Well, once a quarter, we believe in bringing all the business leaders in North Jersey together. We always have a terrific speaker. In fact, Ariana Huffington is our speaker coming up. And first half hour, it's all about networking, and then our speaker is up, and then we have Q&A, and it's a great opportunity to just get that diversity of thought around business issues in Jersey.
Steve Adubato here on location at NJPAC, the one, the only NJPAC. This is the 18th annual Spotlight Gala. I want to introduce the boss here, the CEO, John Schreiber. John, could you please do us the pleasure of our PBS audience, introduce the young lady to your right?
This is one of the great women of NJPAC. This is one of the founding members of the Women's Association of NJPAC. She actually has her own dressing room backstage. It's called the Ronnie Goldberg Star Dressing Room.
This isn't Ronnie Goldberg.
This is Ronnie Goldberg. There she is.
And is Ronnie Goldberg's being honored tonight?
She is indeed.
And she's getting what award?
She's getting the
Ray Chambers Award.
Yes.
For,
Yes,
being a
very
great person,
exciting.
right?
Very exciting.
It's not the Ray Chambers Award for being a great person. It's got a more official title than that.
Dedication to the arts and to the city.
Right.
Yes.
Ronnie, you have been a part of this institution, the Arthur and Ronnie Goldberg Foundation, day one, name on the walls. Talk about this place. You were part of this place before this place was this place. Talk about it.
Actually, I've been on the board for 20 years. Next year will be 20 years. Very dedicated to the city of Newark. My parents both started out in Newark. I remember fond memories of living in Hillside, growing up as a child, hopping on the bus, coming down, doing shopping. My mom's family originally came from Ironbound. It was a German section that they lived in. In those days, you lived where your relatives and friends lived. My dad, Irish. They had fond memories of Newark, and I just wanted it to come back to be that vibrant city it once was. I think we're well on the way. I certainly think NJPAC was that engine that helped with the Renaissance. We need a lot more work. We need a lot more people to become involved. And folks like you bringing attention to Newark, that's what we need. And good CEOs like John Schreiber who show such a terrific interest in it is really all that we need.
John, let's talk about why. I mean, Ronnie's been a part of this again from day one. Why does she get this award tonight? Talk about it.
Well, I mean, I've been here a couple of years, but Ronnie Goldberg is kind of like the heart and soul of the Women's Association and this place.
Talk about the Women's Associations as fundraisers.
Well, the Women's Association has raised over $40 million for NJPAC. Most of that money has gone to our arts education activities, which is really central to the mission of the Arts Center.
NJPAC has been, as I said, and a lot of people keep calling it an engine of not just arts activity here, but economic development here in the city. So many good things happening here that I'm not so convinced they would be happening if it were not for this place.
Well, I agree, and also you can see during the summer we attract so many people who just come to Sounds of the City, just come to kind of like have a nice place to hang out, have a drink, watch a performance, maybe just stay outside and dance. And that's what we want. We want to be the heart of the state. It was a wonderful opportunity. Governor Kane, who's right over there, of course, had a wonderful idea. And
he was part of it from day one.
He is the one who instituted the whole idea, and of course Ray Chambers and Roy Vagelos just picked up and ran with it. And our first CEO, Larry Goldman, it was hard work. I mean, I've been on the board since groundbreaking. And it was very exciting to see the city coming together and to see everyone so appreciative of what was going to go on. And I'm happy to see those school buses all around the building on weekdays.
We would not be here if it were not for Governor Tom Kane. Governor, how great and how exciting is it? The 18th annual Spotlight Gala. It doesn't get old, does it?
It doesn't get old. And to see all these people come to Newark to celebrate this great performing arts center it's a dream come true.
Yeah. Did you envision this?
Yes.
This activity?
No, I didn't envision this kind of a party, but what I envisioned is having a great arts center in New Jersey, in the city of Newark. And as part of the rehabilitation of Newark, I saw New York revived by Lincoln Center in that neighborhood. I figured this could help revive Newark, and it's doing it.
If you would like more information on this program or if you'd like to express an opinion, email us at info@caucusnj.org. Visit us online at caucusnj.org or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Steve Adubato, PhD.
Hi, I'm Steve Adubato for One on One, the Caucus Educational Corporation. We are on location. Where are we? We're at the Tri-County Scholarship Fund annual dinner. They raise about $800,000 every year. Where's that money go? It goes to young people in inner cities in 3 counties. These young people often live in communities where a great education is hard to find. So the dollars that are raised at this event, they wind up going directly to scholarships for these young people so they can go to private schools, parochial schools, schools that frankly give many of these young people an opportunity at what they consider to be their best shot, a second chance. So we'll talk to some of those young people. We'll talk to the people who have contributed to this evening. We'll talk to the organizers of the Tri-County Scholarship Fund, the people who run this great organization. Frankly, an organization that not a lot of people know about. So our job here at One on One at the Caucus Educational Corporation is to tell those stories, people who make a difference, organizations who make a difference, and Tri-County makes a really big difference. President of Tri-County Scholarship Fund, Greg Floyd, is here. Greg, let me ask you something. There's a text effort going on to raise a lot of money right now. Tell folks exactly what this money is for and who benefits.
So this money is for scholarships for inner city kids primarily. We have 500 kids a year that we give scholarships of $2,000 to $4,000 for. This is our main fundraiser that raises about $800,000 toward those scholarships. So it's our key night of the year, and we're just so grateful that 420 people have showed up to support the kids of Tri-County.
I mean, Tri-County is a terrific organization. A little bit earlier, we heard from a high school student and a college student who have benefited from the scholarships that Tri-County bestowed upon these young people. We'll actually talk to them on camera in just a little bit. But Greg, let me ask you, why did the organization start in the first place 32 years ago?
The reason the organization started was because we found out that your education shouldn't be dependent on your zip code. There are plenty of great public schools in really good neighborhoods. When you get into impoverished neighborhoods, the quality of education sometimes dramatically suffers. For example, inner city areas of the United States have a graduation rate of 46 to 50%. We find that when we can give kids the option, the choice of going to a private school, that graduation rate goes from 46 to 50% up to 98%. 98% of the kids in this room, well, probably 100% of the kids in this room are going to graduate, and 98% of them will go straight to college, often the first in their families to do so.
And for many of the young people, their future is very bright. But the question becomes, by the way, what counties are we talking about?
We're talking about Morris County, Passaic County, and Sussex County. Those are the 3 counties that comprise Tri-County Scholarship Fund.
And an evening like this, many of these folks have no real direct connection to these young people, right?
Right. But they give because they're often the beneficiaries of the very same kind of education that has propelled them to the success that they now enjoy, and they want to pay it forward to the next generation of American kids who often come from Guatemala and Ecuador and Mexico and Vietnam.
Greg, let me ask you something. If you can talk about, I don't know if there's a typical or an average young person who benefits from these scholarships, but a profile, if you could.
Our typical profile is a single mom with 3 kids making $27,000 a year. Now imagine trying to send your kids to schools that will encourage them to thrive and develop when most of your money goes to food and rent. They can't do it by themselves. We believe there's a 3-legged stool approach. The donors at this dinner, the parents and the children, and Tri-County Scholarship Fund, and we think that between the 3 of us, we can make them whole.
A young lady who was at Montclair State University, Tiziana Ross, who spoke earlier, and you wowed this crowd. Talk to folks about why this organization means so much to you.
This organization means a lot, not only to me, but to many students like myself, because it truly, truly is a blessing, as I said earlier. It did change my life.
How so?
Without a Tri-County scholarship, I can't even begin to fathom where I would be. I don't know if I would be even considering college. I don't know if, because the education that was provided to me through Tri-County Scholarship Fund changed my life. They constantly drilled into our heads that we had to go to college in order to succeed. And I always had college in the back of my mind, but if it was not for Patterson Catholic and it was not for receiving this scholarship, who's to say if I would even be in college right now?
Talk to folks about your future and how you see it.
Oh boy. Well, I still have a good 3 years left of school. I plan on becoming an NP, and I really would like to work in urban medicine because I really want to give back to that community because they need so much. They need good medical professionals, good teaching professionals. Anything that can be offered to that community is just a blessing to them, and they truly appreciate it. So I want to give back to them because they know what it's like.
Mr. John Perry, in fact, is the winner of the Hall of Fame Award tonight with the Tri-County Scholarship Fund. First of all, how did you get connected to these folks?
I guess I have a passion for education with my college, my high school.
Where was that?
St. Benedict's Prep in downtown Newark.
I just talked to Father Edwin Leahy today.
Love him. Like a year behind me, so I graduated a long time ago. But actually, when I came back to New Jersey to run this company, I reconnected. I had lost touch with St. Benedict's, and I saw the transformation. And it is a transformation. I mean, it's a beacon of light, I think, and hope in Newark. And what they're doing, and the sense of community, the passion that the people there have, got me thinking. This is really a cause worthwhile. And then I heard about this.
You just heard about it?
I just heard about it. I mean, it's a too well-kept secret.
We're here with Tyler Hartlaub, who is with the Tri-County Young Professional Organization. Talk about what that organization is and how it's connected to Tri-County overall.
The Tri-County Young Professionals basically put on 2 events during the year to help support the charity in any way possible. We also help coordinate the main event, which you're at tonight.
How'd you get into this in the first place?
Initially, I went to this dinner 4 years ago and spent the following 3 working on the Tri-County Young Professionals. We do 2 events, one in the fall, one in the spring. Quality characters and great cause, giving a child an opportunity at a better future. I mean, there's no greater cause.
What hooked you?
I think listening to the children's personal stories and just where they were at, where their families came from, and what a difference it made in their future.
And you expect good, really important, big things from these young people, don't you?
Absolutely. I think everyone in here has the best hopes for all the individuals that are supported by the charity. And it's not for lack of talent or intelligence. Everyone here can match with the top of them. So you'll notice a lot of the scholarship recipients going to some of the top schools in the country. And, all they needed was an opportunity. So,
over 50 years, Walter and Irene Crum have been teaching at Oratory Prep School in Summit, New Jersey, and
St. Vincent de Paul and Sterling.
Now, give folks a sense of why you got so connected to the schools that you did, but also why this organization, Tri-County, is so special.
We were brought up very Catholic, mom and dad, both Irene and myself, and it was just a natural progression to work in a Catholic school. And it's just been very rewarding for us. And then for an evening like tonight where we're able to support kids who, through no fault of their own, are denied a really good education at a school like ours, and through an organization like this, we can let those kids, we can level the playing field so that they can participate and compete just like I did and my wife did.
By the way, as we're doing these interviews, they're actually raising money behind us. They're texting. People are using technology, modern technology, to raise money. They're raising a lot of money tonight, and all that money goes to the scholarships for the young people who are benefiting. Irene, let me ask you, what would you say about the young people who are benefiting tonight?
These kids are amazing. We spent a day at Mary Help of Christians, and those girls were wonderful. The administrators and the teachers there were great, and the girls just seemed so happy to be there and so just genuinely grateful that they have this opportunity.
You come to the Tri-County Scholarship Fund, you see all the right people here, all the generous people, people trying to do the right thing. Tony Siragusa, we recognize from Fox. and also from a great career, and also a philanthropist. Talk to folks about your connection with Tri-County.
Well, a good friend of mine, John Wicklow, is on the Board of Trustees, and he invited me tonight and told me a little bit about the the whole organization and what they try to do. And I thought that, I visit a lot of organizations, mostly to deal with children, but education is a priority of mine. I was lucky enough to go and get an education through athletics. And, I know that there's a lot of kids out there that really don't get the opportunities that I had. So I like giving back. And when he told me about this organization, Tri-County, and what they do, I thought, I got to get involved some way. So I decided to come to the dinner tonight and make a couple pledges on the, text my pledge and listen to the kids. Because, a lot of times, a lot of organizations go and they say a lot of things, but when you go and have actual kids that have participated and you see them really benefiting from a group like this, that's what really makes decisions for me. And the kids got up there, and the stories that you hear really touches you in your heart and makes you want to give even more.
Kevin Cummings, our good friend from Investors. Kevin, we've talked about these young people. We've talked about urban education a lot. Talk to us about Tri-County and your commitment to it.
Well, it's great to be here tonight, Steve. Tri-County has done a great job educating the inner city youth. They're there for the kids. If you can change one child's life, not only are you successful, but you're significant. And these guys are making a difference in the community.
Chairman of the Scholarship Fund, Tim Duffy, let me ask you, great night tonight. Talk to folks who may not know about this organization, how much these young people benefit.
Steve, Tri-County is, as I've said, it's the greatest cause that I can imagine. I think it's the greatest cause in the history of causes, because what do? We are just taking a kid who just wants an opportunity in life, and we give them that opportunity. That opportunity is an education. 98% of our kids graduate high school, and 99% to 100 go on to college, often the first in their families to do so. They just want the same chance everybody else has, and that's what Tri-County gives them.
And they go on to do great things, and they come back and they contribute.
Absolutely, absolutely. They really appreciate what's been done for them, and time again with our functions, we have kids come back and just want to give back. So it's not just we're saving a life, but we're also making the world a better place.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One has been provided by the New Jersey Education Association, Wells Fargo, New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group, the law firm of Gibbons PC, Cohn Resnick, and by New Jersey Natural Gas. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been produced in partnership with St. Joseph's Healthcare System.